connect. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. She always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back to the perfect match. It is Friday the 18th of July and we are back. Hope everyone's well. God, I'm hot. It's hot up here. But good to see everyone in the chat. Good to see Jimbo, who's another year older since the last time we streamed. But Jimbo, how you doing?
No, I mean, I'm actually another year younger because I thought I was 64 this year, and then you told me I'm 63, so I'm actually a year younger.
You are.
That works for me.
Yeah, so
I'm good, thank you.
Good. It's very warm up here. I don't know why, but it's boiling.
Have you got your fan on?
Yeah, and I'm very sticky.
There's another fan by my bed. You can use that.
No, so I've got one on me. It's just hot air rises and all that. But anyway, enough about my temperature.
That's coming off me, darling. That's my hot aroma.
Let's have a look who is in the chat. We have got an example from StreamYard. Thanks, StreamYard. We've also got Steve RFC. Good to see you. I hope you are well. Drulala is here. Afternoon to you, my lovely. Hope you're good. Brian says, Kate, did you manage to get hold of Dan about his charity stream? Yes, Brian, thank you for the message. I have spoken to Dan and I've told him if he needs any help with anything to just give me a holler and I will be happy to help. Drula coming in with a 20-month members chat. Amazing. Thank you, Drula. Good afternoon, Potato Juices. Always puts a smile on my face seeing you streaming today. That's very sweet. Thank you very much. Paige is here. Good afternoon to you, Paige. Hope you're well. And Daniel Coys, hope you're well as well. Drula saying, hashtag free the Gibbs. Wouldn't let me write it on my members milestone. Yes, this whole Gibbs White thing's getting a bit boring.
I wonder why I wouldn't let her write it on her.
Sometimes it doesn't on members chats. It's weird. It's kind of when it feels like it. I don't get it. But big up, Jess. Good to see you, my love. Hope you're doing okay. AJ's in the house saying good afternoon, you wonderful pair. Hope you've had a good week and hope you had a great weekend. Hello to all in the chat. Got a very busy YouTube weekend this weekend, which is good. Makes a change. We've got Brian Maguire saying happy birthday to Jim.
Thank you, Brian.
It was last Saturday, so Ben Jimbo. Yeah, Ben Jimbo Button, getting younger, not older.
That's right.
That's Jimbo. And Steve says Spurs have Reading tomorrow in pre-season and Luton next week. These pre-season games will be good. Yeah, and obviously start of pre-season can only mean one thing, and the pre-match pump-ups are back on We Are Tottenham TV. So make sure you join us tomorrow at 1:30, where the first pre-match pump-up of the season, stroke pre-season, will begin. And obviously there'll be one for the Luton game. We'll have a Super Cup pre-match pump-up. So it's all very exciting. And then after the game at 6 p.m, I am on Chris Cowling doing having a chat about the first pre-season game. So it's all exciting stuff. The season is literally round the corner now. Matt says, Forest bitter, you've done something illegal that's against the laws of football. Okay, Matt, I'd like you to explain what we've done against the laws of football that's illegal, lawyer Matt, because every pundit I've watched says they don't really understand what Tottenham have done. So, Matt, being that you're obviously a lawyer, please explain what we've done.
Please, Matt, please don't talk about Spurs doing things illegal, right? When Arteta, right, gets fed by a man, that's got to be illegal. That a man standing over him feeding him meat.
Exactly, give it in, bloody hell. Hamden says, my one comment about your lamp being a Europa League trophy actually made Jimbo go out and buy a Europa League trophy. Yes, it did, and there it is in all its beauty behind Jimbo. Matt, who are you? Forest's legal team. I mean, what a random thing to come in and say. Very strange. Jimbo, why are you always talking about Arteta?
Because he's such a weird fucker. Simple as that.
Well, you can't say fairer than that, to be fair. Big up, Yusuf. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Spotlight on Spurs. Is this Luke?
Luke.
Good to see you, Luke. We were saying last night when we was watching your show, we'd have to get you on the show soon.
Yeah, definitely.
For a chinwag. So we enjoyed your show last night with Sava, although we only caught the last bit because I was watching Ireland.
He's very calm, Luke. I like that. He's very calm.
Yeah.
And cool.
And obviously collects football boots by the looks of it.
Yeah. As first thing I said to Kate, I think he might play football.
Matt's come in with, I'm not a lawyer, but Forest have clearly sought legal advice from lawyers and they've told Forest to proceed. Yeah, but it's actually not Tottenham that have done something wrong. If you actually watch, Matt, it's actually the agent of Morgan Gibbs White or someone within them that's leaked it. I mean, it could be Morgan Gibbs White has said it in like joking and chatting to Brennan Johnson. I don't know, but it's not actually Tottenham that have done something wrong. So before you come in here giving it large, Matt, get your back up.
The other thing, Kate, is they haven't actually proceeded with anything legal. They've just sent a letter out threatening it. And at the end of the day, if you listen to the experts, Matt, they're saying that they messed up putting this clause in his contract, right? And he's gutted because he thinks he can get more money. So he's trying to find a way out of it. So, I mean, you've got to actually listen to people that know what they're talking about.
2 ears, one mouth, as Sava says.
And read what people say to get the full story. Because if Tottenham had done something wrong, I wouldn't sit here and say they haven't done something wrong. I would sit here and say they've done something wrong. But there's been nothing proven they've done something wrong. It's all speculations on both sides. So before people like you open your gob, right, and make accusations, make sure you've got the truth. And the truth is, Arteta got fed by a man in a restaurant.
You can't handle the truth. That's the truth. You can't handle the truth. Hamdan says, are you doing the pre-match pump-up? Yes, we are. We're live on We Are Tottenham TV at 1:30. We have been tasked with hosting the pump-ups for the forthcoming season. And my second in command, should something happen and I can't host, Jose, who is here, is going to be the second in command. So if for whatever reason I can't host the pre-match pump-up, super sub Jose is going to jump in and do it for me. But he is coming on tomorrow as well at 1:30 to do the pump-up show. And I'm just waiting for confirmation on my fourth guest. Well, it's third guest because Jim's part of me. So third guest, just waiting for confirmation on that. But 1:30 tomorrow, please do come over and join us on the pump up. And then it's Ben and Sim afterwards doing the watch along on We Are Tottenham TV. And Jess, you're right. No one remembers second place. They're just first losers.
Why? Who said something about second place?
Well, no, they're bitter Arsenal fans because they finished second again. That's what it is.
Oh.
They wouldn't proceed if they didn't have anything on Spurs. Who
They've
said
not
they're
proceeded, though.
Exactly.
They haven't proceeded, nothing.
I haven't got your contact details, Luke. I don't know if someone in the community has, but I'll also get you on a pre-match pump up. If you're not, I don't know if you're a season ticket holder, but if not, we'll get you on for an away game over on Tottenham TV as well. So I will try and get back in touch with you. I'm quite aware it's the agents. Okay, well then why did you come in all guns blazing blaming Spurs? Because it isn't Spurs, it's the agents, Matt. You're really contradicting yourself, love. Perhaps you need to go and have a good think about yourself and come back in 5 minutes. Just saying. Big up Martin Knightsbridge says, nice to see you brought Jimbo back in one piece. Yes, I did. He did stub his toe twice, but he's in one piece. I burst a vein in my big toe, which really hurt. But apart from that, we had a lovely week, didn't we, Jimbo, by the sea? Yeah. Nice bit of sea air, really chilled.
Lots of walking.
Lots of walking, lots of eating. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was lovely.
So, yeah, it's good to be back, though. Gary is here. Big up, Gary. Good to see you with your... Oh, look at your little one. So cute. I know. Apparently, Gibbs White has told Forest to get his future sorted out. Yeah, because I believe on Monday, Forest travelled to Portugal and he wants it sorted out before then. The experts have also said City won't be found guilty. No, I'm sure they won't. Slippery what's this? Julia says, if we've done something wrong, why haven't Nottingham Forest proceeded? They're just threatening to do it. Exactly, Drew Lala.
They've messed up, Kate. They've messed up because...
he just wants to see the world, Marinakis, or
yeah, but he's worth more than 60 million, according to them, and they put the clause in, and he's thinking that he's going to lose out. You know, they're losing their one of their best players. You know, a price that he thinks is too cheap. But that's if that would have been another chairman, this don't happen. He just loves to get involved, doesn't he?
Yeah, again, rival fans using their bias to just slate Tottenham. Only fan base who does while pretending like their club squeaky clean to bring Partey. Yeah, do you know what, Matt? That is exactly right. How any Arsenal fan can dare even speak our name when you've had that guy playing for your club all season?
Yeah, don't mention his name on here.
No. Matt says, so how have Forest turned bitter when they've just followed legal advice? Stop being salty that your transfer is being delayed. They're bitter because they're bitter that they didn't make it to the Europa League, so they got Palace kicked out. This guy wants to sue everyone. Matt, you haven't got a clue what you're talking about, and as a result...
Do you know the other thing, Kate? Do you know the other thing? I watch quite a lot of YouTube, you know that, but I don't really talk in the chats, right? I just watch it. And I watch Matt in some of the chats and on other Spurs channels, and he never gives it large. He only comes in here and gives it large. I don't know why. Maybe because we're nice. I don't know. And he thinks the other YouTubers might have a go back here. But I ain't got a clue. But he loves giving it large in here. And he's like kisses people's asses in other ones. Don't get it.
Exclusive. Man United have reached an agreement with Brentford to sign Brian Mbeumo. Deal between clubs struck at 65 mil guaranteed plus 6 million add-ons, 4 instalments. That's amazing. So Man United said they wouldn't go anywhere near 70 and they've ended up paying 71 with add-ons. But they got their man. It's only taken them 40 odd days, but they've got it. Exactly, Jess. Big up Steve D. Nice chatting to you this morning. Says good to see you back, refreshed. Hi to everyone in the chat. Thank goodness it's Friday. Exactly that. Yeah, Arsenal with no shoulder guard are winning nothing. Oh wow, they got it over the line. Didn't take long. Yeah, I think it was 47 days, something like that.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, it don't matter. They got it over the line, didn't they? They've got themselves a good player there. I'd love to have had him, but he's there now.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I will get the details off of Jose then. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get you on a pump up and we'll get you on this show. Caesar, I had all these plans I wanted to change to the channel, and the season's round the corner and I haven't really done anything, but I'm going to get my finger out. I lost a bit of my mojo, but it's back and I'm really excited about the new season. Police gave evidence to the CPS in January to say they had enough proof to charge that certain person. Arsenal would have become aware, but no fighting. The title race is more important than the law. Yes, Daniel, some people have got no scruples and then they get back in here and start giving it large. Get back to work, lad. We're back, baby. Yes, Paige. 40 days of transfer, lovely. I'm always bloody working. I'm in the office now, lunch break. But it's hot in the office. Daniel Levy doesn't take risks. There's no way he's breaking the law. Of course not. It might be boring, Matt, but that's the scumminess of your club. Sorry. That old chestnut Luke. Daniel Levy don't take risks. There's no way he's breaking the law. Wouldn't even break the law in GTA.
I mean, look, I can guarantee that he's done it by the book. And the Spurs are just sitting back and waiting. They know it's going to be done. And people like Matt are just bitter because we've got ourselves a top player there. So, but look, at the end of the day, I mean, Arsenal bought some good players, and I don't give a shit who they've bought. I don't really care.
We live rent free in their head. We live absolutely.
I mean, everyone was going on about Gokares, whatever, and I mean, I don't give a shit they bought him. We play them twice a year in the league, and we'll see what happens. You know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't give a shit what they're up to, but we're living rent free in their head, where they're concerned about what we're doing. Big up Barbaric Disdain says, good afternoon, Kate Jimbo. Make this channel your first major summer signing by smashing the likes and subscribing. I love that. If we ever need marketing done, I'm coming to you. Yusuf says Forest are creating a lot of enemies. They got Palace demoted. Now they're using your club. I know.
No, Kate, I don't get it. I don't know why he's butted his nose in with Palace, right? I just don't. It doesn't make sense to me why he would do that. He's going to be hated, but other chairmen and people in other clubs are going to look what he's doing, and they're just going to really dislike him. You know, it doesn't make sense why they do that. And now he's stopped this. It's all down to Gibbs White, right? If Gibbs White wants to come that bad, he'd just tell them, I'm going to Spurs. They can't do nothing about it. They can't stop him from coming. If he
can sue them for breach of contract.
If he down tools, which he's entitled to do. So, but I think he's a good guy by the looks of it, by the way he's conducted himself. But he's going to come to a point. Everybody gets to a point where they're pushed, you know, and he's going to get pushed over the line, and he'll just say, "That's it. I'm not playing for Forest," and then they're cattle, didn't they?
Yeah, Martin says they was happy with 60 mil when they made the contract. Now they think he's worth more. That's their balls up. Don't forget they got in trouble over Brennan Johnson holding out for more money. His hands aren't clean. Exactly. People who throw stones and all that. Daniel says, I'll say it, I don't give a shit. Most of the Arsenal fans that come into chats are pricks. Disrespectful twats can challenge an argument. People enable it. I don't care. Look, I've noticed there are a couple of Arsenal fans that come in here who are disrespectful at times and even rude. But you know what? I just think it's funny that they're spending their time in the Tottenham chat room. I just think it's really, really funny.
I mean, look, the thing is with Matt, right? He didn't come in and say, good morning, Kate and Jim. Hope you had a nice holiday or a good week. He comes straight in with the shit, right? That's what winds me up. If he comes in and gets the flow going in the room and then says something about it, it's all right. But he just comes straight in with the shit. Come in and say good morning. I hope you have a nice week. And then, you know, he just comes straight in with shit.
Genuine congratulations to Chelsea. Told you PSG ain't all that. I mean, Chelsea were very good. Palmer was very good, but PSG weren't the PSG that we've been seeing. But you've got to take your hat off and say, well done. They beat them, and that's what they had to do. So, yeah, well done to them, I suppose. These are the Zabanai links for 70 mil are insanity unless Romero leaves. Big up Benji, going to the chip shop. If Liverpool are involved, the Arsenal aren't getting Rodrygo. They're not getting him anyway. They're not getting him. Why would he give up trophies and go to Arsenal? It's never going to happen. Is Matt a bit of Shandy bitter or a light and bitter? He's a very, very, very bitter. He's not Shandy. He's a full bitter. Big fat pint of bitter. Big up Paddy. He says, afternoon, you wonderful people. I don't think he will down tools as he has respect for Forest yet. Yeah. I agree.
Sorry, Kate. Morning, Paddy. And Paddy, look, I agree with that because he's a decent bloke and a decent person. I think, unless they're pushed over the line, you know, won't do that. And but he's going to come to a point if he really wants to leave and he thinks that they're doing something wrong, he probably will go in and have a chat with them and just say, look, let me go. I want to go. You know, it's wrong what they're doing. He wants to come to Tottenham. We've met the release clause. They should just fucking let the man go. You know, it's his living.
Yeah. Anyone who does a super chat between now and the end of the month, and any member will be entered into a draw, by the way, to win some signed merchandise. Just putting it out there, just so you know. At the end of July, we will be giving some stuff away. If you're not a Tottenham fan, it won't be Tottenham stuff that you get. Don't panic. But anyone who's
We
a
have
member,
got some other stuff for other clubs, even Arsenal, Matt,
or anyone that does a super chat will be entered. Have you seen the new training video? We've seen one, haven't we? I don't know if there's another one now.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Yeah,
it's different type, Drew. It's different type of training. I mean, when you see Frank's training and you think back to Postecoglou's training, it's chalk and cheese, and I like it as well. They got the guy that works with them individually. I think that's fantastic, you know. I'm really optimistic about this season that we're going to do really well under Frank. You know, I'm not saying we're going to win everything, but I think we're going to win everything.
There are a few nice gooners. I agree. There are the odd one or two.
Look, Matt's all right. Matt's all right, but we haven't been on here for a week. I don't dislike Matt. He just gets on my tits. He gets on my tits. We haven't been in here for a week, and he's come straight in with a load of shit. Come in and say good morning, Matt. Ask how people are, and did you have a nice week? And nice to have you back, like everyone else has said. You just come in with a load of fucking crap.
When's the stopping point for people to stop being disrespectful? Because I know one thing, they ain't got the same energy face to face. Yeah, I hear you. I didn't say you wouldn't get Zubimendi, but I knew there was never a doubt. I said I would take any bet with any person. There was no part of me, any way, shape or form, that believed you were going to get Rodrygo. I'm saying it. I've said it from day one.
Yeah, you can't say I said it because I don't really give a shit who you get.
Big up Steve says just 5 weeks till the season starts. I'm sure Championship starts a week before and Serie A a week after. I'm looking forward to season starting more on Sky. There's two PMs on Sky on Sunday instead of one. Oh, that's good to know. And as I said again at the beginning of the show, pre-match pump-ups are back this week over on We Are Top TV. So make sure you join us tomorrow at 1:30. Because they're back and they're going to be better than ever because we've actually got something to be pumped about. New manager, going to have some new players. It's going to be exciting stuff. It's a gorgeous Friday. Let's not be having any ag, says AJ. Sent me one, Kate. Sent me one more. What's happened? Sent me one more. What have I missed? What have I said? Jim, what have I said? Oh, sent me an update. The video. Thank you, Drew Lala. I shall have a look at that later. I've got a million WhatsApp messages.
Do you know what? Tottenham took 35 quid out of Kate's account this morning, right? And they haven't even told her what it's for. If it's a membership,
it just says Spurs. I don't know if
Spurs
it's Spurs
took
play.
35 quid. Hasn't said what it's for. Spurs play membership. Just took 35 quid. I tell you what, there's something else at our club when it comes to a pound note.
And the thing was, we just spent a fortune there because I bought William. I bought Jim 3 new Tottenham tops for his birthday, and then the new away top for myself. Jim bought me that, so we spent a frigging fortune with them. And then they took 35 quid out of my account.
Yeah, maybe the 35 quid, right, is the extra they've got to pay to get Morgan Gibbs White over the line.
Maybe. In that case, they can have it. Just say Chelsea are now a bigger club than Arsenal and they will fry. Yeah, exactly. That's it, Jim. Let's just win it all. Exactly that, Luke.
European champions, baby.
Just one sale of Trossard or Martinelli and we're quids in with Rodrygo. It won't come to you, Matt. Please stop disillusioning yourself. It will end up going to Liverpool or it will go somewhere like Bayern. It won't go near your scummy club. I'm just saying. Matt, you're an Arsenal fan. I'd be careful if I was you. Your club and fans openly backed a bad person. Moral high ground. You don't have it. Agreed, AJ. Agreed. With people like Matt, you really hope Arsenal miss out on their targets. This is it, right? I always say to Jim, if I really dislike a team, I've got no issue with Liverpool. Their fans get on my nerves sometimes. I hate Arsenal so much because of their fans.
Sorry,
It's not
something. Sorry.
It's not because of their club, although I do hate Arsenal, but their fans make it impossible to like Arsenal. It's obvious, Matt. If both Liverpool and Arsenal want you, go to Liverpool. Exactly. Big up, Rodney Roberts. You're going into the draw with the first super chat. Says, good afternoon, my lovelies. Hope all is well. All is good in the world of Jim and Kate. Hope all is well with you. Thank you very much for your super chat. Very, very generous. Tottenham interested in Bournemouth centre back Zabar. Why can't I say that name? Zabani, and ready to match the 70 million euro in add-ons. That would be a great addition. I would like Ardon Jashari, who Savo and Sean told us about yesterday. He looks absolutely mustard. Forgot to tell you, Kate, I charged you for Jim's birthday.
That's hilarious.
See, Drula woke up £45 lighter. So what's that for? You know,
I think what it is, Drula. I think £45 is for Spurs play, right? But I think we've got a £10 discount because of the membership. I think once you have a membership, I'm sure we had a £10 discount for something, and I'm positive we did.
Or maybe the 35 is the membership, not the Spurs. I don't know. I don't know how to find out. I might have to ring Spurs.
But they seem to be taking Spurs play out of people's account. They took it out of Savers. They took it out of Drula's.
Yeah, and I've had 35 come out. I don't know. Big up, Billy. Good to see you. Daniel says, exactly, AJ, tell them they pick fight in a title race over the right thing to do in life. They're a scum football club. I don't care if people don't like me saying that because they have Arsenal friends. Yeah, look, I think the way the club has dealt with this situation is an absolute disgrace. If it was Tottenham, I think we would be getting the same mud thrown at us. And what annoys me is that the fans are defending it. It's as easy as that. It's disgusting that Spurs are using a criminal offence by a former Arsenal player to score points. He wasn't a former Arsenal player when you lot knew what he'd done.
Can we move on for this? Because I don't want to talk about that shit in here.
35 quid, maybe Spurs play membership. Yeah.
I think we had a discount, Brian, a £10 discount for something we bought last year.
I'm drawing a line under this. No more mention of it, please. Mine is Spurs play. Yeah, I cancelled my membership because I wasn't able to go to matches. So I wonder if ours is Spurs play with the discount, Jim.
Yeah, I think it is, Kate.
Yeah, maybe. We need to move on from Gibbs White and get Xavi Simons. Jimbo.
Well, I really want Gibbs White, Billy. I really do want him. But there's going to come a time where, if it's not sorted, I mean, they're going on their training camp on Monday, Forest, and we'll see if he goes or not. I think if he goes, and then we've got to draw a line under it. But I've got a feeling we won't, because I think Levy is going to dig his heels in because he feels he hasn't done anything wrong. But I mean, it's up in the air. It kind of stalled us, didn't it? Because we were doing so well. We got Kudus in, and then Gibbs White, and looked like we was on a roll. And since all this shit has happened, we've kind of stalled. So I'm a bit on the fence, Billy. I think we've got to give it a bit longer because I really would love to have him. But we'll see what happens. It's out of our hands, isn't it?
I think if it's not sorted by Monday, we should move on. And I think that Arden Jashari is the way to go. Only because I don't like it hanging over the club. I don't think it gives a good look either. And I'm just bored of it. And I do like Gibbs White, but if we don't get him, I ain't going to lose any sleep over it, that's for sure. I would have rather Kudus than Gibbs White anyway. But I think we give it till Monday. If it's not sorted, then we move on, which is exactly what Forest want us to do. But it does make me laugh, all the Forest fans coming out, giving it large all of a sudden when they've only just become relevant again after all these years.
Look, we've won over double the trophies they've won. We won more European trophies than them. We've won more league titles than them. So for them, I was watching Wolfie the other day, giving it large about their history. He doesn't want to talk about history because our history is a lot bigger than theirs.
Exactly. Sorry, I got pressed the wrong button. Martin says, Kate Mickey, who you don't mention, got you a £10 discount. And then Barbaric comes in with the £10 discount. It's because of Kate's friendship with Mickey Hazard. It's not what you know, it's who you know. He's meant to be coming on next week, but he's so busy with this legend on the bench. They're laying benches like they're going out of fashion. So I'm trying to tie him down to a day, but at the minute it's like trying to get the king to come on.
You got him on.
He's so...
Yeah.
Yeah, look. There we go. See you later. You're not the king, darling.
What am I doing?
The thing, maybe, but not the king. So I am trying to get him on, but like I say, it's not easy. Steve has come in with a question. Which teams do you want to see Tottenham play in the Champions League? I would hope Inter Milan games versus them turn into good games. Anyone particularly, Jim, that you want to face in the Champions League?
I don't really care, Kay. You know what I'm like when it comes to our club. I don't care who we play. I just think we can beat anyone. Isn't it? It'd be nice to get some big clubs, wouldn't it? Play against some big boys. The Real Madrid.
We got PSG in a couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, nice to play Billy, Frankfurt, and Bodo Glint.
Yes, please. We'll take those two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. I'm very, very excited about watching Frank how he sets up the team and against the teams we play, because every team's going to be a bit different. Because of the way he plays, it's going to be an exciting season. At least every game there's going to be some tinkering. It's going to be a good season for us, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was on Talk Sport last week, and I said, Jim White actually said to me after that I should have my own show. But Thomas Frank played 9 different formations last season with Brentford, so we know he's adaptable. I think for Frank's sake, I would love us to get a team like Real Madrid, just to let him test himself as well, see how he fares against the big boys. But anyone, I'm just excited for that Champions League music to be played at the stadium again. That's what that stadium deserves. Drew's reporting that we've given an extra 5 mil to Forest.
I was just going to say, I think that everybody should forget Fabrizio and what's the other guy's name? And they should just have Drewler up there. She just announced that Abramo signed for Man United, and when she said it come up on the screen, and now she said we've given an extra 5 mil to Forest.
Has it come up on the screen?
Not yet, but I'm not going to say we haven't, because Drewler said it.
She's in the know, old Drewler. Still miss the Queen. So do I. God bless her. I did love our Queenie.
I said to Kate yesterday. That they said something on the radio about the Queen's birthday.
Yeah.
They talked about Camilla, and I can't have her as the Queen. Our Queen is the Queen.
Bless her heart. I miss her. Leader Dorset Spurs. He's just put on Twitter. He does make me laugh. London is a mad place. It's Thursday afternoon. It was yesterday, and the pubs are rammed. Punters are paying £8 a pint and lapping it up. What's this? CASA Charity Day on Sunday, the 3rd of August for Legend on the Bench. Mickey Hazard, Graham Roberts, and Gary Mabbott will be there as well. I'm not sure where it is. It's a whole day. Bench reveal at the Rec. Dunmow, wherever that is. Sounds Irish. But anyway, I am more confident going into the Champions League with this manager and coaching team. It will still be difficult, but at least we won't be annihilated. Yeah, you would like to think that Thomas Frank will be a far. I'd be absolutely crapping my pants if we were going into the Champions League with Ange Postecoglou as the manager. Understand Liverpool have advancing with Hugo Ekitike. I expect that to go through. Here we go, Man United and then Buemo. Xavi Simons' decision has been made. He's leaving RB Leipzig this summer. Plan confirmed, as reported, he's ready for a new chapter with top Premier League clubs and Bayern Munich all attentive to his situation. So Xavi Simons is out there on the market. I don't think he will be on the market for long before he gets snapped up by somebody. You know what? I'm looking forward to the most, Jimbo, a manager who actually has in-game management, which we've not had for 2 years.
Yeah. Look, I can't. I just like to say that this Steve D bought me this. Come through the post for my birthday. Thank you very much, Steve. Yeah. Look. I cannot in any way or whatsoever put down Ange Postecoglou because he give us in 41 years that we've missed another European trophy. So I can't put him down, but I thought that he had earned another year, but now he's gone and we got Frank in. Deep down, I'm quite happy, and but I can't put Ange down in any way, even though we finished 17th. It's not good enough to finish 17th, but that trophy tops the whole lot for me. But we've moved on from that, and we got Frank in. I will always love Ange for what he did, but I'm so happy we got Frank. The more I read about him, the more I watch about him, the more I listen to him and people talk about him, I think we've got ourselves a top coach.
Yeah. Just seen Gibbs White in a hotel in London. I asked if he was joining Spurs. He laughed and winked and grabbed me by the hair, dragged me into a toilet and fingered me whilst whispering Tottenham till I die over and over again in my ear. Make of that what you will. Hashtag ITK. So often that Twitter. I'm not sure where Drula has seen that we paid an extra $5 million. I'm not finding it, but that's not to say it's not true.
If Drula said it is true.
Rodders, you are in the draw twice. And actually a third time because you're a member as well. So thank you very much for your super chat. It's very much appreciated.
Thanks.
You're in 3 times. So what can I say? He's training with Forest today, apparently, Gibbs White.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me, Ben. He's a proper professional.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
In-game management that won a European trophy, says Billy. Drula, the new ITK, indeed she is. The Man United deal from Buemo still ain't done. They're still in discussions. Well, it's come as a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. So big up to the 34 watching on X and the 64 watching on YouTube. I don't really ask for likes, but if anyone could drop a like, it would be helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, please also subscribe. We're on the march. I don't know what you say on the march to what now?
Well, how many we got? I don't know how many
we're
we got.
2060. 2060 something. So we're on the march to 3,000.
We're on the march to 2069.
Yeah,
2070.
Bit tight with the likes. Don't be a Marinakis. Exactly, Steve. You tell them. They're going on tour on Monday, so we have to know by Sunday exactly that. That means we aren't getting Wissa. I think he's going to end up at Newcastle. But
he said he'd prefer Tottenham.
Oh, Wissa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tottenham are interested in centre back Zaban. Why can't I say his name? Zabanai, and will be ready to match Bournemouth's requested fee of 70 million euros, including add-ons. Wonder if that means someone could be departing. Who knows? Yeah. Tottenham Dream 11 for season opener as Kudos, Gibbs White, and 34.7 new signing start. I'm just trying to say there's nothing that I can see about Gibbs White. Man United fans are urging Manchester United to hijack the Morgan Gibbs White deal from Tottenham.
Doesn't want to go there. Don't these
I
fans
know.
listen? He said he
I
wants
know.
to come to Tottenham. I mean, why? That's what they keep saying about someone could swoop in and offer the same money. Why? That doesn't mean shit. They can swoop in as much as they like. He said he wants to go to Tottenham. He's turned down City at the beginning of the window. So
Also, you know what's it being our first pre-season friendly tomorrow? You know what that means? It means that we got Frank's first press conference today at 3 p.m., which will be interesting.
today, 3:30, I think, isn't it?
I don't know if it's. I thought it was 3 o'clock, but it's 3:30 somewhere around there. But that'd be interesting. But Jimbo, hang on, before I carry on, Villa James is here. Big up, James. Says congratulations to the Lionesses to reach back-to-back semi-finals. Just shows the men aren't always right. I didn't watch it, but I heard that it was the worst penalty shootout ever. But we got through. So yes, all these extra live games next season. Yeah. Zabanoi is a good backup for VDV, but 6 is more of a priority. I agree. I think we need a 6 badly. Rodders says, you guys are doing great. 2,000 plus. I remember when you had 9. Yes, Rodders, one of our very first subscribers. I remember it too. And to know what, I never thought in 10 million years I'd get to 2,000 subscribers.
The thing is, Kate, we don't do it. I mean, I never look how many. I didn't have a clue how many subscribers.
No, but you haven't got access to the studio, so you wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, but I can see how many subscribers there is if I look. Right.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you the exact amount.
All right. Look, are you going to split hairs here or what? Right. But I don't think we really do it for that. It's nice if you get people watching and that, but it's not. To me, it's about just they coming in here having a good chat about football. And it's a safe space for people to come in and voice their opinion without being a dickhead.
Yeah, I agree. But thanks, Rodney. Benny says, having centre-back options of Van de Ven, Romero, Danso, and Zabani. No, Zabani, I think. Zabani would be great. Yeah, I agree, Benji. Villa James says, if you spend 70 mil on a centre-back, I think it means Romero is gone.
Yeah, but why?
The have come out and said that they're not going to be making an offer in the region of what we want. So I don't see Romero happening. What were you going to say, Jim?
Well, I don't really see that because we got these young kids, right? They're going to learn off of people like Van de Ven and Romero. I don't think they're going to get loads of game time, Kate, not unless they are absolutely spectacular. I mean, they're going to be more into learn for the seasons to come. So to have another top centre-back, it's good. You know, we need competition for places, you know. As Sav always says, the word backup, it's not backup, is it? We need a strong squad.
Strength in depth.
Yeah, strength in depth. So that when we're going into all these games, and we're going to have a lot of games, that we can chop and change. So for me, it would be a great addition.
Apparently, Forest have Morgan Gibbs White booked onto the tour, but he said that he wants to remain in England on standby for his move to Tottenham. That's the latest that's coming on X, but obviously I don't know how true that is. So I'm not going to claim that I do know. Where are we? I'm behind. I like the Lionesses, but they got lucky. Sweden crumbled when Chloe came on, and Sweden were crap on pens. Big up to the number 1 Agenbar in the world. Chris Agenbar says, congratulations, 2000. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate your support as always. You think Tottenham are looking at Zabanai has a backup for potentially that sort of cash? That's a Romero replacement.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not. That's what's just said, Daniel. We don't want to really. We want competition for places because we're going to have so many games. And if we're serious, we're going to be serious about challenging for stuff. We need strong players in every position, more than one strong player in every position. You know, if you look at the Gooners, you look at City, you know, Liverpool. All the top clubs, they've got people sitting on the bench that would get into our squad, and that's what we need to do, you know. And we're bringing the money in now. The stadium has been built 6 years, is it? We've got plenty of money coming in. You know, there's talk of someone investing. So we've got to start thinking like a big club and having competition for places.
Barbaric said, but you're a fantastic duo. Kate brings the eye candy and Jimbo brings the delusion. What's not to like? I can't remember the last time I was told I was eye candy.
I tell you every day.
25, 30 years ago, I would think.
I tell you how beautiful you are every day.
Thank you, Barbaric. That's cheered me up knowing. Nice people, Matt and Mose. Big up, Paul. We try and be nice. Romero's not going anywhere, says Billy. Spurs don't do dickheads. It's official, says Steve D. Will said, Jimbo, nice and chilled content. We try to keep it chilled. What's the point of getting irate and hooting and hollering? There's no point. It's a waste of energy.
I don't want to come in here screaming and shouting and arguing with people in the room. For me, that's not enjoyment.
You don't spend 70 mil on backup or you're changing your formation to back three. What about Danso? Danso's going nowhere, I think.
Yeah, but Villa, James, it's not backup. It's competition for places. If you look at the big teams, right? As I just said, they have people sitting on the bench that would walk straight into most Premiership teams. We've got to start thinking like that and get these players in. You know, we're one of the richest clubs for bringing money in the world, let alone in the Premiership. We make money hand over fist. So we've got to start thinking like that and having people on the bench that can come in if there's an injury, you know, where you can chop people over with 25 minutes to go. And you know the guy's coming in is as good as the guy going off. You know, how many times have you seen Man City bring someone on and you think, how's he sitting on the bench? He's so good. That's what we've got to get to. That stage.
Yeah.
If we want to, what's his name? Levy says he wants us to win the Champions League, the Premier League. He wants us to win the lot. Then they got to start thinking like a big club.
Yeah,
that's why I said when they were talking about bringing that ex-Tottenham in. What's his name?
Peters.
Yeah, I mean, if you're bringing people like him in, it's not. You're not thinking like a big club. I didn't think we'd ever get him in a million years because you're not thinking like a big club if you're going to bring people like him in.
Daniel thinks that there's Romero's going to be off as well. Ben Edwards says, I wonder if we're going to go to the back three if we go for a £70 million plus centre back. I do agree. I think there's something in Romero leaving if we go and get this guy.
No.
Afternoon, Kate and Jimbo. Got a 4-year-old that's driving me round the bed and try and get my wife's birthday presents. Bless. I miss having a 4-year-old terrorising me. I'm not going to lie. Kev says, you're right. Man United have agreed the deal for Mbeumo still. They offered it up. They upped the offer to 71 mil. Yeah. Dewsbury Hall hardly gets a game at Chelsea. Cracking player. Yeah, that's what happens when you go Chelsea. But there you go. Rotation for successful sides doesn't mean a step backwards on the pitch. No. Does that mean Wissa won't go? No. Apparently, Brentford are resigned to losing both Wissa and Mbeumo. In which case, Jimbo, I would say they've got to be one of the favourites to get relegated.
Depends how they buy, Kate.
Well, yeah, I mean, they haven't really done anything in the market at the moment, have they? So
yeah, but maybe they're waiting to see. I mean, they probably will now. They've got the money for Mbeumo. But, I mean, look, they're a very well-run club, right? They're not going to be too much different in their football, I don't think, because the managers were from within. So I think that you're going to see but it depends on who they buy. If they bring in some decent players to replace, I wouldn't say they're guaranteed for going down.
Yeah, the kids break up today, don't they? Of course. Happy days. They're getting Amari Hutchinson. Brentford will 100% relegated. Their new manager is shit. 6-1 on Paddy Pound's a good price. I agree, Paddy. I think they're an absolute.
I just think they're a well-run club, and I don't think it's going to be a foregone conclusion.
They are a well-run club, but they've lost their manager, and now they've lost they're going to lose their two best players, and they lost the Langer. Yeah, they're screwed, Jimbo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but what do I know? I mean, I said we'd win the European trophy last year. Oh, we did.
He also said we'd win the quad.
Well, I got one right out of 4. That ain't bad. I don't think anyone else said that, did they?
This is the man who said that every man, a lot of men wear bags. About one in 2 wear bags these days, and we found 1 in 70. So I'm not taking anything you say serious, Jimbo. Big up El Dante coming in with a 13-month member chat. Thank you for your support as always.
You're in the draw.
We're good, thank you. Hope you are well. Paul says, when they kept scoring in the first minute, apparently it was down to Keith Andrews, not Frank. Good afternoon, Dad's Our Job podcast. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you and all that. Yeah, Dad's Our Job. You've got a big job on your hands now. The kids are breaking up and all. I know this club can be stupid at times. I'm confident that the club would rather look at sorting the starting 11, which has huge problems, before we start worrying about £70 million rotations. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Daniel. I kind of get a feeling. Go on, Jim, finish what you want to say.
I think that we've got a better team than people give us credit for. I think a lot of the problems last year, I don't think a lot of the players knew what they were doing under Ange. I mean, they seem to be all over the place. So many games, I don't know why. And I'm not having a pop at Ange here, but I mean, when we went to see him against it, we saw. Thank you, Al Dente. Thank you. When we went to say, and I said we beat Villa, and I got the score right for the City game as well. When we went to see Ipswich, I mean, I was looking at the players and I was thinking, I could have gone on there, 60-odd-year-old fat bastard, and done better than some of them players, because they didn't have a clue what positions they were in. It was a car crash, Kate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think under Frank we won't get that. Not one bit. I think these players are better than what people think. A lot of them.
Sorry, I said Monday, because Monday they go to Portugal, and if he goes on the pre-season trip to Portugal, it's done as far as I'm concerned. I'm bored of it already. Ben says, I said we'd win a European trophy and I got called negative. I also wear a bag. There, you can be bag buddies together.
Look, let me get this bag thing out of the way, right? I got a phone, right? I got a vape, right? I got credit cards, wallet. Well, I can't put them all in my pocket, so I have a little bag.
Wait,
Kate's always having a pop at me because I've got a little bag. It's a man bag. It's not like a woman's bag.
Okay, Jimbo, but let's answer the question. How many bags have you actually got?
A few.
Roughly?
I like to chop and change. I don't know, quite a lot.
Yeah,
I like to chop and
about
change.
as many as me. About as many as me.
No, I haven't got as many as you.
You've got about 6 or 7 handbags.
They're not handbags. They're man bags.
And because he's got a fat tummy, he has it across his body and it bulges out over his
I said to
belly.
Kate, well, what am I meant to do with all my shit? She said, put it in your pocket. I said, I'll put it in my pocket. My fucking trousers will fall down.
Penny says, welcome back to the deluded Jimbo show. Big up Spurs. Nepal says, big love towards Kate and Jimbo. Big up to you. Yep, Carl Walker-Peters is going to West Ham. Jim's relieved. He had a terrible feeling he was going to end up here.
Do you know what? I would have been absolutely devastated if Tottenham would have brought him back.
No need to apologise. Just checking that you're okay. I always like to take note of who comes in, and if I don't see someone for a while, I do think to myself, where have they been? But good to know that you're back on track with work now. I did hear this yesterday on Talk Sport that Nicholas Jackson could be going to Manchester United, but they were talking about 100 million. That surely can't be the case for Nicholas Jackson. I mean, I don't know, but Carl Walker-Peters to West Ham's done. Past medical media work going on as we speak. Why would United go for Jackson? May as well stick with Xerxes and Hoyland. Big up Shemtan says, afternoon Princess Kate, so Jimbo, hope you're both doing great today. Nice to see you. Always nice to see you, Shem. Hope you and your mum are okay.
Yeah.
Hashtag says Scotty, make the man bag more acceptable.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you.
Scotty too hotty. Oh, hello, El Dante. Why shouldn't men have bags? Where else do we store our stuff? Our pockets aren't magicians' pockets.
Thank you.
Bloody
El
hell.
Dente.
What have I done?
I might go online after and find another one there.
Warren, and he also carries his Europa League trophy around with him everywhere he goes. Warren says the promoted three have really spent and strengthened, so who's going down? I think Brentford are assuring to go down. I don't know. I think it's going to be a different three. I think Sunderland have done some good business, so's Leeds. I don't know, but I think Brentford, if I was going to bet had to say one team that's going to go down, Brentford would be my choice. Jim, if you had to say one team now that you think is going to go down, who do you think it will be?
Who come up?
Sunderland, Sunderland, Leeds, and
Burnley.
Burnley. Yeah,
If I had to pick one team to go down, I'd say Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley do tend to go down quite a lot, don't they? But then they've signed some good players as well. They signed Carl Walker, haven't they? Which is bonkers. Yeah. Benny says, I wear a bag because I'm forgetful and I don't have space in my jacket or pockets. My bag has changed my life. #bag life. Get her, Jimbo. Dad's Our Job says, it's not the size of the bag, it's how you use it. I've got two under my eyes, so have I. Oh, I've got terrible.
That made me laugh when I read that a minute ago, Paul.
Jimbo, I agree to that point. Strength in competition improves players, but we all know as Spurs fans, if we're putting down 70 mil on a centre back when we already have Romero, he's going. Yeah, I thought he'd go anyway, to be fair.
I don't agree with that. I think that I think you're going to see Spurs start moving in a different direction now. You know, they're changing upstairs. Frank's coming and already made loads of changes. With the staff, bringing in all different types of staff for different things, which is how big clubs should think, right? And I think that we're going to in the transfer windows, this one and the ones to come, I think you're going to see a lot better player come in, more Premiership proven, you know, and better players. I think we're going to build from here. I mean, it had to happen, Kate. It had to happen. You can't have a club like Tottenham, you know, with everything they've done with the stadium and training ground and bringing in all this money. Keep staying where you are, you know, and bringing in average players, you know, the young players, which I'm not saying they ain't going to be top players because some of them probably will be, but they got to be worked with. You can't stick them in the first team and expect us to do fantastic. They need to be worked with the proper staff.
Uniqlo do nice man bags, Jimbo, apparently.
We'll have a look at that.
What one did you buy the other day? You've got an Armani one. You got a Nike and an Under Armour one.
I bought the what?
Paddy says that every man carries a bag.
Thank you, Paddy.
I don't know under a rock, but men. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, right? Let me tell you why. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but two reasons. Number one, Jim's got a very large belly and he wears it across.
It's my fuel tank.
And it makes the bag hang out like really funny. And second of all, he's got so many bags.
I like my bag. I'm sorry, but I do.
He's got a bag for everything. He's got a bag for dog walking. I need my dog walking bag. He's got a bag.
Look, when I walk the dog, right? When I walk the dog, I take my phone, right? I take the whistle for the dog, right? I take treats for the dog. I've got the poo bags. So what am I going to do? Stick everything in my pocket. So I need a walking bag for the dog.
He's got a bag for everything. He's got so many bags. It's like a joke. And because it's like, oh, I need a case for my iPad. Okay, there's a case. Okay, now I need a bag for it. Why? You've got a case for it. Yeah, but I want a bag for it as well. It's like,
I like to look after my stuff.
Oh, Jess, no, we weren't going to say Leeds. I don't think.
No, I don't think Leeds will go back down straight away.
But Yusuf does. He says if they don't get rid of Farker, then it will be Leeds, unfortunately. Yeah, Benny's saying Burnley. El Dante saying West Ham.
Oh, please, Al Dante.
Jess says Burnley, West Ham, and probably Leeds. No, not Leeds. Shemtan says man bags rule, and don't forget to accessorise with some matching trainers and hat. There you go.
Oh, but Ben just sent me a link.
Oh, good. Another bag. We have to get you a bag covered. Burnley has the best defence of the three. Is there any point in next season when we know Liverpool will win it again after getting Isak and Verts? Yeah, but are they going to get Isak? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going to get Ekatike instead. Jimbo, I'm not against this new Tottenham. If this is a new Tottenham, if they want to surprise me and finally be serious, I'm all for it. There does seem to be a change in Tottenham this year.
Look,
with the investment and everything else.
Look, I'll tell you when I thought there was a change coming at Tottenham, right? And I think I said this to you, Kate, that something's going on at Tottenham when they never sacked Ange. When we lost 6 or 7 or 8 games, right, out of 10 or something, I did say to you something's not right here at Tottenham. They're not sacking him, which thank God they never, because we won the European trophy. But for me, there was a reason they never sacked him. Right, they kept him. Look, being realistic, we was never going down. We was too far in front of the bottom three, and I just thought this ain't Levy not pulling the trigger, so they must have a plan, you know. And I just think that it's about time that we started moving forward and acting like a big club, because this club takes so much money. You know, I mean, you look how much money we spend when we go to a Tottenham game. We spend a fortune. And we're not, you know, we're not a one-off. All the people that go there spend a lot of money on food, drink, buying stuff. And this club makes so much money, all the concerts, the boxing, you know, the go-karts, the skywalk, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
They've got to invest it back into the football sooner or later. Otherwise, people will get... Look at last season, how many people were paid off with the club.
I've just realised all men have got bags. You meant ball bags. Oh dear, I did completely miss that, Paddy. Daniel, Dad's Our Job explained it. I think he's talking about another type of bag, or he might be talking about his missus. I don't know. But I'm assuming you mean that type. I'm all in. I'm all in for more men wearing man bags. They're very, very trendy.
Kate was counting the men that never had bags, right? But we was in Yorkshire, and Yorkshire is like farmland, isn't it? Like, you ain't going to catch a farmer.
And what was Jim doing? He was going bag to children with rucksacks for school. He was trying to count school bags. I'm sure that comment is talking about another bag. Yeah, I was a bit slow there. Sorry. Get with the times, Kate. Man bag for life. Never leave home without one. It's not that he's got one. It's because he's got so many. Bags and bucket hats. Yeah, my nephew loves a bag and a bucket hat, to be fair, but he is 24. Jim is 63. Then Miss Yotta, bless him, real clutch scorer. Yeah,
very
still
sad.
Can't believe that. Still absolutely shocked. I agree with Jimbo. Wait till Jimbo's about to have a shower with only his bag on, with shampoo, shower cap, and loofah in it. Bag equals sniff. Yes. Well, I know what you mean by that, but the only man bag I own is a Tottenham one. Yeah, you've got a couple of Spurs ones as well. Of course. Bag and a pot belly all the way. Yeah, Jimbo's definitely got the dad bod to go.
It's not a pot belly, it's my fuel tank. It's what keeps me going.
But he did wear the new away shirt the other day and looked very dapper. And I bought in the Tottenham polo shirt. There's a new Tottenham polo shirt out, and it's got the cockerel, and then it's got Champions League logo. And I've got you the Aussie Ardiles Admiral shirt, which is nice as well. So, yeah, first game tomorrow, Jimbo. You excited?
Yeah, of course I am. Can't wait. Do the pump up, get everyone pumped up.
Yeah.
Going to win 7 or 8-0. And then
7 or 8-0. What? How do you see him lining up? Do you think Kudos, however you say his bloody name, do you think he starts?
I think he'll get a game. If he starts or not, I'm not sure. It's going to be very hard to predict what he's going to do tomorrow. I've heard that, or I read, not heard, read that Madison might be fit to play. I don't know how true that is.
Well, no, he's in the Maldives, so I doubt it.
Oh, is he?
Mm.
Oh, right. Well, I've heard that he's going to be all right to play start of the season. So is he on holiday? Is he?
He is with a load of his family. He was on TikTok this morning showing you around his villa.
Oh,
it looks
right.
like the Maldives. It's somewhere tropical. Potato stew. I don't actually own that many pairs of shoes. I've got quite a few pairs of trainers.
You got a lot of sliders as well.
Yeah, and sliders. But you have to have different coloured ones for different outfits.
And that's the same as the bag.
No, it isn't, because all yours are black. So how do you work that out?
Well, most of them are black.
You're such a donut. I didn't even know Spurs were playing yet. We're playing Reading at the Medeski, I think, tomorrow at 3 p.m. kickoff. So the pre-match pump-up is at 1:30 over on We Are Tottenham TV. And then at 6 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, I'm with Chris Cowling analysing the match. And yeah, next week, the 26th, so next for Saturday, there'll be another one at 3 o'clock against Luton.
And the 31st, there's a game.
Is that Saturday as well?
I'm not sure, but I know we've got one the 31st
That's
as
the
well.
Thursday. That's the weekend I'm meant to be down south for the Love Island final. Well, you can look like that, but it's good. Spurs can beat PSG in the Super Cup. If Conference League winners can, there's no reason why Europa winners can't. Exactly, Simon. Very true. Is Mikey Moore back fit? I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, no, nor do I. I don't know the answer to that.
Let's have a look, see if I can find out. I've not seen anything about him.
I know Kulu's been training in the gym. Seen him in the gym working with one of our coaches.
It looked very intensive, their training. I was knackered just watching it. Borussia Dortmund want Mikey Moore.
We've got Sava raid.
Big up Sava. Thank you for sending everyone over.
And Katie's actually on Sava's on Sunday.
I am, yeah, I'm on the Spurs review. I'm not actually sure if Mikey Moore's fit. All it's saying is that Borussia Dortmund are looking at Mikey Moore. So I'm not sure. Big up Ryan G. Boris says he's training with the first team. Good. That's good news. Yeah, big up Sava for the raid. Welcome everyone coming in. Big up Christopher. Big up Fiona. Tried to get tickets to the Luton game as I live close in Milton Keynes. Tottenham side sold out. Tried getting one in Luton and couldn't because I weren't on their ticket database. How annoying. Big up Mark Taylor says, big up to the most beautiful couple on YouTube. I think we're the only couple on YouTube, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. Big up Eva, man. Good to see you, my love. Mark Taylor, big up to you. Everyone that's coming in, welcome. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We're just talking about the game tomorrow. I don't think Kudos will start, but I think he'll get some minutes.
Yeah, I do as well.
But then if he doesn't start him, who starts up front? Obviously, you've got Fancy Solanke to start.
Well, it's going to be very hard to predict, Kate, who he's going to pick, because if it was Ange, you'd have more of an idea, wouldn't you? But because it's Frank, there might be some players he thinks he doesn't need to look at so quick, you know. So it depends what he's seen in training and what he wants to see before the season starts. I mean, there's certain players you don't really need to look at them that much, do you?
No.
So I think we'll see some of the younger guys in defence.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's exciting, first of all, to see how he lines up. Second of all, to see how the new players, whether that Kota Takai, whatever, another name I can't say, whether he'll get any sort of involvement, I don't know. Kudos, it'd just be exciting to see a Frank team, how it's going to be set up. I think you're right. I think it's difficult to say. I mean, Jim, a lot of people talk about Solanke. A lot of people don't think he's good enough. A lot of people criticise him for not scoring enough goals. I think before we start saying this guy's got to go and he's not good enough, we need an upgrade, we've got to give him this season under Frank to see what a different manager can do with this guy. I mean, I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, I agree 100%. He's he wasn't getting the service last year that to his strengths, was he? the crosses in the air. And I think he did well last season under the conditions. He was working for more than one man, wasn't he? Because the way we were, he was all over the place. So I think that let's see if we can play to his strengths and see if he can have a season like he did when he was at Bournemouth.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, I've still got faith in this guy. I do get it. I do understand when, we listen to Sean and Savo and they say, we used to watch the likes of Keane and Defoe and all these brilliant strikers we've had in the past. I do get it. But I think before we actually say this guy's not good enough, we need to give him this year under Thomas Frank to see he's going to get more service if we buy another winger as well. I mean, there's rumours today that Jack Grealish is going on loan to West Ham. That would be absolutely bonkers. I just can't see that happening. But you would think that he's going to get better service from Kudus. And if we get another winger, I mean, I wouldn't swap Solanke for Nicholas Jackson in a million years. I don't know about you, Jim.
No.
I just think he was asked to play slightly different role under Ange, and I don't think he got the service that he needed. I think he needs this season. I agree with this. I know that a prerequisite of every footballer is they work hard, but this guy's work rate is unbelievable, and he's very unselfish. There's times he could take a shot where he cuts someone in. I
think this season, we know he works hard, right? There's no argument about that. I don't think you'll see any YouTuber or Spurs fan ever disagree with that. But he needs to score more and he needs to assist more, right?
Yeah.
Even though it weren't like diabolically bad last season, but he does need to score more and assist more, and I think he will this season, getting the right service. I think the way Frank can play, it will play to his strengths. So, as
El Dante says, look at what Frank did with Tony and Wissa and Mbeumo. If he can work with Solanke, I think he can realise his potential. I agree. I think we're gonna see a different Solanke this time. I cannot see us go and get Arden Jashari. I would love this guy. I mean, someone said to me earlier, I don't really like the look of him. He doesn't look strong enough. I think he looks like a little power.
Yeah. Do you know what? I got to be honest. I always say it as it is, right? I'd never heard of this guy yesterday morning, and I watched one of Sean Butler's videos and talking about him. So Sava sent us some links on him, and I'll tell you what, he looks a proper footballer, doesn't he? And I think he looks really strong. I do, and
I do as well.
He's got he can play football, right? It's all right people saying, yeah, but can he do it in the Premier League? If you can play football, you can play football, and this guy can play football. So
his passing is unbelievable. It's so accurate. I would absolutely love this guy. I mean, we've all got an ard on for Jashari, and I definitely have. Daniel, it's Man United that are after Nicholas Jackson, not us. Don't panic. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy Hotspur. Benny says,
great name, Jimmy.
Yeah, if Jackson could find his shooting boots, he could be lethal, but he can't. So absolutely not. He's basically Timo Werner. Yeah, I would not disagree. Arden Jashari to be our next Dembele. Big up Corey boy. Big up Boris says, we saw what an actual coach could get out of Solanke at Bournemouth under Iriola. Now imagine what Frank, a better coach, could do with him. I agree. I think we're going to see a completely different guy this time. I think there'll be other players that we'll see. I think we'll see a far better Maddison under Thomas Frank as well. I think we've only seen a little snippet of what he can do. Some of the games he played, he was very good, but not consistent enough. But I think it'll be different under Thomas Frank.
I think he will improve the whole squad, Kate.
Yeah, I think so too. That guy's a baller. Jackson looked good versus England, probably says more against, you could go and get Richard Rios and Arden Jashari for the same price as Gibbs White. Look, I'd rather get those two as well. You want to know the truth, but I think Gibbs White is probably going to happen. But if it's not happened by Monday, I think it's time we move on. But I would love to get Arden Jashari. Scotty says Richie over Jackson. Big up, Mr. Daigle. Says big up everyone in the chat. Wonderful Jimbo on screen. Hope you're well. Have a great weekend, one and all. Hopefully, Gibbs White will be confirmed. I hope so, because I'm bored now. I'm totally bored of hearing about it. It's just getting on my nerves. I say Monday is deadline day. If it doesn't happen, get rid of him and move on.
You got to think, right, Kate. This is the guy. This is the guy's life he's living, right? And he wants to come to Tottenham. He's made it clear he wants to come to Tottenham. So I think it'd be an absolute sin if they don't let him go and move on with his career. If you're working for a company and you get offered a better job, right? You go to that job. He's going to earn more money and he's going to be in a much better squad, right? And I don't care we finished 17th and they finished 6th or 7th, wherever they finished, right? It's the first time they finished above us in 20 odd years, right? We've got better history than them. We've got better the last few years history than them. We're a better team than them. It's an upgrade. So I think it will be a sin if he's not allowed to come to Spurs. I think it's wrong. Let the boy go and move on with his career.
El Dante says, I think Kula will go to the Stars under Frank. He's already very good, but watch him go even higher. Yes, tomorrow, we was just saying we're doing the pre-match pump-up. We are Tottenham TV at 1:30, ready for the 3 p.m. kickoff. I'm sorry if you polish a turd, it's still a turd. There's a reason why Chelsea and Liverpool let Dom Solanke go. Oh, I think that's harsh.
Well, look, Corey boy, you're entitled to say that, right? But let's see this season. Let's see what you're saying at the end of the season, right? Maybe we'll be agreeing with you. Maybe you'll come on here and say I was wrong.
Forest are looking at Jacob Ramsey now as well as a replacement 8, so they're getting ready to move on from Gibbs White. Ardon is a baller. I watch a lot of football, and damn, this kid is strong on the ball, can tackle, can take on a player, and my God, his pass is spot on. And I hear fans saying, but he plays in Belgium.
He looks a proper footballer. He really does.
He really does. That's English bias, I'm afraid. I feel for the player. Morgan Gibbs White is between a rock and a hard place. Yep. That owner's daft enough to spite and keep an unhappy player.
Yeah, but that's just wrong because a footballer's career is short, you know, and he's a very, very good player, and he should let him move on. You know, he's going to stay stagnant at Forest. I'm sorry, and it's no disrespect to Forest, but this is true. What are they going to win? It's not the Forest of old, of back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, if they win a cup, they're going to have to do bloody well to win a cup. So let him move on to bigger and better things. That's what I say.
I agree. Daniel says, get it done by Wednesday or pressure Gibbs White. Tell him simple. If you want this move, you're going to have to force it on your side, really force it, threaten legal action against Forest. Yeah, I just don't think he's going to do that. But big up Jesse. She says, got to go. Catch you later. Off to get Harry from school. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Leeds. I assume that's because, is it? Yeah, school's closing early because it's the last day of term. If you look at the FIFA world rankings for football, Belgium is the 8th in the world rankings, and we slate the Belgium. I remember when the thing is,
go on, Kay, go on.
I was going to say, I remember when the Premier League was overrun with Belgian players for a while. Do you remember? So we had Toby Alderweireld, we had Dembele Belgium as well. Then Man City had a few. It just all of a sudden, there seem to be Belgian players everywhere. But go on, carry on.
Well, just look at the Belgium team. But look, all players, right? All foreign players that come to the Premiership have had to come from somewhere, right? Be it the French league, be it the Belgium league, be it the German league. It doesn't mean they're bad players. It means that they're playing in that league. Someone spotted them because they're good players, so they upgrade to wherever they're going to. You know, exactly. Not all of them work out, and they all become superstars. But when you look at the foreign players that we've had in the Premiership, oh my God, it's frightening.
Forest are looking at McAtee, Harvey Elliott, and Ramsey. I mean, Harvey Elliott, I'd take him as Spurs in a heartbeat. What about you, Jimbo? Even Jacob Ramsey looks like a decent player, but
he looks. Yeah, I like Ramsey and Elliott.
Yeah, Elliott's a really good little player. The whole thing is really not a good look for both teams and football. I agree. It's just so unnecessary as well. I mean, guys, like and sub and show love to our Kate and Jimbo. Thank you, Spurs Nepal. Yeah, it's all Greek to me as well. And the owner doesn't realise that agents of clubs will now not want to negotiate with Forest anymore. Like, look at Kudus's agency. Roof agency refused to deal with Chelsea now. Yeah. Croatian players used to be everywhere as well. Yep, indeed. It's funny how it goes in fits and starts. Why is Levy using Morgan Gibbs White fiasco to not buy anyone else? Need a striker, winger, and left back. Jess says, no, we've had proper bullying going on regarding my son getting bullied. I've kept him off all week. Police involved. Now, don't worry, the school taking me to court. I'll pay the fine in pennies. Do you know what, Jess? Do what I did. Took William out from the age of 8 and homeschooled him, and it's done him the world of good.
Well, when we was away last week, there was a lot of kids there. And I said to the woman when we got there, because there's a lot of kids here, they broke up, and she said no. And I said, well, don't they get fined? She said it's cheaper for them to get fined, taking them out of school early, than them to pay the holiday in school time, because it just the prices shoot up. So they take them out of school and pay the fine because it's cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, bullying is, for me, I was bullied all through school, so I know what it's like. And yeah, we chose to homeschool William, and it's it's made him who he is, and he's a
smart,
sensitive, kind, smart, personable young man, and I couldn't wish him to be any other way. So it tells me some so-called football fans don't watch anything other than the Prem. For me, I watch so many other leagues. It's silly. The Belgian
but I think with that, El Dante, I think with that is
that was Corey Boy.
Oh, Corey Boy, sorry. When a player comes to the Premiership, I don't think about his nationality. I just think he's a footballer, and I'll judge him on what I see. Because he's come from a Belgium league or a French league, I don't ever think anything of it, because as I said, that if they're French, they normally play in the French league first. If they're Belgium, they play in the Belgium league first. So it doesn't mean that they're inferior to English players. But in fact, most of them are better than the English players.
Yeah, you're right. They are. They're in breach of contract, Forest. If they don't honour his contract, it's written in there. Morgan Gibbs White can sue Forest. I know, but you know what? I don't think he wants to leave on bad terms. So,
yeah, but I think it comes to a point, Kate, where he does.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you saying that. He's actually done some graphics for a company. A friend of ours has got a company that's a multi-billion-pound company, and he did some graphics. Has been offered a job working on their media and graphics. So, literally couldn't be prouder of him. But that's nice of you to say, Ben. I really appreciate that. Leo says, yo, good morning, homies. Glad I caught you guys live to say hi. Hi. We're finishing soon because Benny's on, and I've set up a redirect for you, Benny. Whole new level with knives, Kate, taking its meta quest. That's serious. CID involved. Good God. That is horrendous. Jess, if we can do anything, I hope everything gets sorted. We're thinking of you. Everyone's saying hello to Leo. I agree. If the kid can play, he can play. Exactly.
Doesn't matter his nationality, where he's from. If they play football, they can play football. I mean, if you actually look in the Premier League, right, the top players in the Premier League, I don't think there'd be that many English in there.
Yeah.
If you took the top 50, I mean, I think there'd be very few English in there, Kate.
Yeah. No, it was Will, my boy, not Ben. It was Will, but thank you. See you later, Jess. Belgium ranked number 3 in the world at one point. Yeah, I mean, they had some absolutely outstanding players. Can't stand this generation of kids using knives, weapons when they have an issue with someone. Cowards. Yeah, it's frightening. Absolutely terrifying. Big up to you, Scrambled Feeling says it sucks that we're selling Elliot. Yeah, I can.
His big chap. Pink Panther. Used to be my favourite cartoon.
Declan Littleford, welcome, says, I feel like a buyout clause should be at the discretion of the player. Look, if they say it should have been a relegation one, well, that's their mistake. It is what it is. I hate bullies as well, and they made my life an absolute misery. Big up, Luton Dan. You will go into the draw at the end of the month to win some signed merch. You were a member, but you've just rejoined as a member again. So thank you very much indeed. I'm sorry. Congrats to your son. That's huge. I'm half working to my mistake. Ben remains a legend all the same. Thank you, El Dante. That's very, very sweet. This window suddenly got frustrating following a few days of hope with 2 new signings. It really has. It really has. But you know what? I'm confident that it's all going to go through and everything will be fine. And yes, you are a legend, Ben. You are a legend.
You're a legend with a bag.
Yeah, you're a bag legend. And I've just got to say, we went to see Jurassic World and it was very, very good. Very, very, very good. So if you haven't seen it, do go and watch it because it's probably the best one I've seen. But look, we better finish in a minute, Jimbo, because Ben's on at 2. I've set up the redirect ready for him. A buyout clause is public knowledge, as the FA will also have a copy of Gibbs White's contract. So withholding that info goes against the rules of contract and fair use of information. I find it funny he's complaining about a release clause, yet it's his own ex-staff as they negotiated it with the agent. I know. Oh, Ben, do you know what? I hate Jurassic Parks usually. It is brilliant, and it made me jump so bad. William went back the next day and watched it again in the cinema on his own. He absolutely loved it. But
it was a good film. I enjoyed it.
Tomorrow, Jimbo, 1:30 pre-match pump up over on We Are Tottenham TV. Please do make sure you join us. Then tomorrow night at 6 p.m, I am on with Chris Cowling over on his show. And then Sunday night at 7:30, I am on Sava's Spurs review. So it's a busy weekend, but do come and join us. I will put the links on. The community page. What's this got with Theo at school? I asked him to point out the dad of the kid bullying you. Walked up to the dad and said, "Sort your kid out, or I press charges." Tottenham on tour, the way to 10k. Woo! Get over and subscribe to them. 10K. Make sure you subscribe as well to Ben when you go over there. United are trying to crawl for Šeško now. They're going for Arsenal sloppy second. Big up Leo says, even though we don't chill every day anymore, this is still one of my favourite places to visit. Nothing but love for you two. Thank you, Leo. We're going to be doing more regular shows now. The season's coming back. Got another busy week next week, but we're definitely in Monday. I think Monday, Thursday, Friday, something I don't know, but we'll be here next week, whatever happens. Please do smash a like before we go. Massive thank you to Drula for being a member for 20 months. Rodney Roberts for coming in with 2 super chats. Bless you. El Dante for being a 13-month member. Luton Dan for being a new member. Leo for being a member for 11 months as well. Listen, thanks to everyone who's watched the show. It doesn't matter how much time we take off, you still come back, and it's such an honour for us that you choose to come back and watch us. We really do enjoy it. I've definitely got my mojo back, raring to go for this new season. Hope we'll see some of you tomorrow at 1:30 on We Are Tottenham TV. Big up Potato Stew for a 19-month member chat. Says, thank you everyone once again. A brilliant stream. You guys make the stream what it is. So thank you all. Jimbo, I'm going to let you finish the show like only you can.
I think next season we're doing some stuff for Chris Cowling as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. He's approached us to do some pre-match and post-match stuff for his videos as well, for his channel. So
I don't know why he wants me.
It's all very exciting stuff. So yeah, you won't be able to get rid of us. We'll be on We Are Tottenham TV. We'll be here.
You've gone quiet, Kate. Can't hear you. What have you done, Donut?
I leant on my mic, switched it off. I'm also going to try and stick in a couple of evening shows as well, or one a week, because I know a lot of people work during the day. But look, have a great day. Jimbo, go on, you can finish the chat.
European champions, baby. Look at that. Got me medal up there as well. Look, Spurs are going to have a good season this season. We've got to get behind the lads. Come on to We Are Tottenham TV tomorrow and we'll pump you up for the game. And just remember, the quad is still on until it's not. Come on, you fucking Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins like in the onion net. talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match.